The social beehive is starting to come together, but the problem is I don't yet fully understand all the pieces and how it fits together. I'm so inspired and excited, but I still need to gather some information, and looking back, I still had a lot of work to do on myself. Fast forward another 3 years to 2015. I'm still diligently working on the beehive, trying to find clarity and someone who can help get the information out of my brain. I invest in writers, coaches, consultants, online programs, and marketing, and more, and it's still not coming together. At this point of the journey, I'm in a full-time corporate job that I absolutely get no fulfillment from. It's high stress, high pay job that brings me nothing but grief and frustration. A job that has employees openly sharing their stresses, their job dissatisfaction, family troubles, and more. A brutally competitive and ruthless organization that has people climbing and stabbing their way to the top. And not for reasons you think, but to gain self-worth, stature, title, a sign that they're accepted and worthy. They're wearing the golden handcuffs. Paid well, but with high expectations. Do what you gotta do to get the job done at all costs. People would come and share stories with me about their children and about their dilemmas, choosing between their families and work. Eventually, I recognized that these people were missing a supportive community. Someone who could understand what was happening, help them out. They were doing things alone, surviving in the only way they knew how. It was fight or flight, dog eat dog. One thing I knew, under these hard shells were people who needed love and support, understanding and fun. They had been disconnected from their values. They had no idea why they were doing what they were doing, or that it wasn't aligned with their actions. They needed some reminders, some inspiration. Some had dreams of doing greater things, but didn't have the clarity or opportunity to investigate what that was. We were all going through the motions of 9 to 5, disconnected from our families and spouses, not taking care of ourselves, doing as we were told, as we were living the dream. Truly, these people need what I have built and haven't released. The time at work had me physically suffering. A trip to the health center with an ocular migraine and high blood pressure is my wake-up call. It's like I'm being forced to fly right out of there. So with the support of my husband and few friends, I leave. This was last spring of 2015. Since last spring, I've overcome my fears, sort of. I think about the things that I'm going to do, and I just do it. Build a website, put on some events, meet some new people, listen to my community, and figure things out as I go along. The people I meet and the feedback from event guests really affirms what I've been thinking all along. People need people, and meaningful, thought-provoking social interaction. Face-to-face engagement is essential for the health and survival of the human species. It not only boosts your immune system, it increases survival rates for heart attacks, stroke, and cancer. What's most disturbing today, however, is today's definition of a good neighbor. Last year, Maclean's magazine published a story defining what it means to be a good neighbor in Canada. In decades past, it was someone you knew who helped you out, who you socialized with. Today, it's someone who leaves you alone and expects the same in return. I was really horrified by this. And to this, the growing use of technology and how it's changing the way we make friendships and even shop, and what's to come of our next generation. It brings me to the vision of today. At the Social Beehive, we want to inspire a cultural revolution of caring, connection, and community. What we're doing is providing members of the community with ways to connect that make a difference. We are taking things back about 4 decades and getting people together face-to-face and having fun while they're making a difference. Our business model includes businesses, citizens, and charity, and this equals community. We host events that bring these 3 groups together, and they get to know each other in non-threatening and authentic ways. Whether we are gathering for a learning event, a fun event, or a charitable initiative, we provide members of the community with opportunities to make a difference. And they do this as they get to know one another. What will this mean for business owners? Well, save marketing money, a reputation as a socially responsible business, and quality relations with potential customers. In the next few months, we will be ramping things up. Over the last year, I have been blessed with great opportunities like this one to build my community. There will be lots of opportunities for the community to get involved, opportunities for growth, opportunities to make a difference, and opportunities for a whole lot of fun, and for all ages and stages. We will have many big announcements to make as the fall approaches, but a couple that greatly excite me is the acquiring of a headquarters, a physical space where we can all gather. Businesses can host meetings, trainings, and get together with other businesses. Our building will provide opportunities for personal growth. The space will be a welcoming and inviting place for members of the community. This is pretty big, right? The biggest announcement, the most exciting announcement, is our charitable benefactor. Although we're still firming up all the details, I just love what Dr. Mark Langlois has created, Academy 12. Academy 12 will drastically change the lives of young people. Their programs will allow us to sponsor their work through our center and various initiatives. The work at Academy 12 is really amazing and hugely impactful. Mark has a training program that teaches young people the expert skills they need to facilitate huge change in their communities and society. If you have some time, check out Academy 12. If you have young people who are motivated and ambitious and looking for a challenge and a super skill set, we highly recommend this program for 3 reasons. The integrity, the opportunities for growth and learning, and thirdly, the impact it will make for community, for society. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming today. We are building a community of caring people who aren't afraid to roll up their sleeves, get involved, and make a difference. This is what community does. We work together to make things happen. We band together and despite differences, get the job done. We modify our schedules, call in favors, and expect nothing in return. We do it because it feels good to make a difference. This is the only way that community will work. We have our work cut out for us. It's been a few decades since we've lived with this model. If you would like to be a part of our community, to meet like-minded people, to learn and grow, and inspire others to live life to the fullest, we invite you to go to our webpage and get added to our mail list. We are building this community to make an impact. By the end of the summer, we're going to make some pretty big exclusive offers for you to get involved and support our cultural revolution. Go to our website today and sign up for our email list. Why? Because you're a supporter of community, because you're tired of doing things alone, and because you want to make a difference in the world. Before I close, I could not have done this event if it weren't for my community, my mighty little community. I want to send big, heartfelt thanks to my beautiful and amazing husband, Dennis. I think he's driving a shuttle right now. You've been my rock, my partner, and my biggest fan for a long, long time. If it wasn't for him, this event wouldn't be happening. Thank you so much for trusting and supporting my vision. I love you and I love our life. To my boys who are vendors over there, selling raspberry lemonade in case you're thirsty. I don't know if they can hear me. You've taught me so much about patience and life and faith. Every day you make me proud, and it's for you I dedicate today. You've changed me and you've changed my life. I love you too more than life itself. Thank you to the Angelas. AP of Patters and Pots. I'm so proud of what you've accomplished this year, your bravery and trust. Thank you for always being a listening ear, a supporter, and for your honesty. Angela is coming out for the first time today. She's kicked her fear to the curb and brought her pottery to the public. It wasn't easy, but you did it anyway. Angela Scott from Procrastinough. This is her first vendor show too, and her first time back on stage in a lot of years. You simply dropped from heaven like an angel. I'm just so glad we met. You've changed my life in such huge ways, and I look so forward to the future.
Yes. You had to get a doodle. That's great.
Jenna Goodhand and the Hive London.
Yeah.
Our event MC and cheerleader of all things inspiring. A Beehive approved business member and a lover of all things life. Thank you. To our sponsors, we couldn't have offered this day free of charge without you. Rustics, Fentix, Marla Marnick, Social Impact Realty, yay. Procrastina, Monica, Ready, Set, Draw, thank you. And to our vendors, many of you are doing this for the first time. You've put your tents together, your programs together, and even created videos. You've inspired one another, encouraged one another, and kicked fear to the curb. Thank you for believing in my vision and for showing up today and for your support of this event. It's my wish that all of you go away feeling more positive, more connected, more inspired, and hopefully you meet some new people and stay connected, because the fall is going to be huge, and I look forward to growing our community with you and all the other members who join us. Have a great day.